The videos on this channel are made by Japanese people living in Japan who are not good at English. I made them in the hope that they would help people overseas learn more about the charms of Japan. Please forgive me if the English expressions and translations are not always correct. What a wonderful Japan! Let's go to Hakodate. Hakodate was one of the first cities to open its ports after the end of national isolation, and was influenced by neighboring Russia, China, and distant Europe. As a result, Hakodate is one of the best cities for sightseeing, with its food and architecture strongly influenced by foreign cultures. Surrounded on three sides by the sea, Hakodate is rich in fresh seafood, and seafood dishes and sushi are a must-try. In this issue, we would like to introduce both standard spots and secret spots in Hakodate. There is also information on some hole-in-the-wall spots that only locals know about. No, there may be some secret spots that even locals don't know about, so please watch the video until the end. Beautiful scenery, standard spots. Night view of Mount Hakodate, $1 million nightscape. The night view of Mount Hakodate, one of the three most beautiful nightscapes in the world. Surrounded by the sea, this view with the shining lights of the city will be an unforgettable memory for a lifetime. You can see the beauty in the photo, but the real thing is several times more powerful than this. The night view below cannot be contained on a small screen. One of the reasons for the beauty is that you can feel each light so close to you. I highly recommend that you visit the museum in person. Secret spot, Yayoi Slope. There are many slopes in Hakodate. The views of the sea from the slopes are often wonderful. Yayoi Slope, in particular, is the longest of the major slopes at the foot of Mount Hakodate, and the view from there is superb. Seafood shopping, standard spots. Hakodate Morning Market. Hakodate's Morning Market is a gourmet spot where you can taste fresh seafood. Visitors can experience live squid fishing, enjoy exquisite seafood bowls, and feel the atmosphere of a uniquely Japanese market. Prices are a bit higher than those at local markets, but many stores offer tastings and other services for tourists. Secret spots. Nakajima Renbai. This is a place that is not recommended for foreigners, but since it is a good opportunity, we will introduce it here. It is called Citizen's Kitchen, and is often used by locals. It offers a wide variety of fresh seafood, vegetables, and fruits. Above all, the prices are inexpensive. Since the market is not as well organized for tourists as the morning market, prices are kept low because it is a market for locals close to home. However, English is often not spoken here. Hakodate-style Ramen. Hakodate was opened to port in the early days, and Chinese culture was introduced into the city early on. It is said that many Chinese chefs came to Hakodate. The ramen culture in Japan today is based on Chinese noodle dishes. Hakodate-style Ramen has a long history and is one of the oldest ramen products in Japan. There are many theories, but it is said that Hakodate was the first place in Japan where ramen was served. Nowadays, ramen in Hakodate has become very varied. You can eat many different kinds of ramen. There are many variations, from the fashionable Tokyo-style ramen to the punchy tsukemen, dipping noodles, to the hearty gyro-style ramen. However, the ramen that best represents Hakodate is the shio ramen. I especially encourage those who want to feel a sense of history to try the old-fashioned shio ramen. The clear, transparent soup is light and refreshing, and is well received by both Japanese and foreign visitors alike, making it a must-try food culture experience. Standard spots. Menya Yumin and Hakodate Menya Yondaime. Located near Hakodate Station, Menya Yumin is a Chinese restaurant in the vein of Yumi Min, which was established in Suehiro-cho in 1946 and moved to the Daimon area in 1989. I love it and especially recommend the spicy dishes called chanpon noodles and suion noodles. The spring rolls baked with thinly fried eggs are a must-try. And as its affiliate, Hakodate Noodle House 4th generation opened in 2016. The restaurant is run by the 4th generation owner, who has literally inherited the business since its establishment in 1946. The clear soup with pork genkatsu broth is truly delicious. If you are looking for authentic salt ramen near the station, this is the place to go. Secret spot. Hakodate Shio Ramen at Soba Restaurant. Hakodate has a long history of salt ramen, but new stores are popping up all the time, and the number of long-established stores is gradually decreasing. For those who want to try old-fashioned salt ramen, we recommend the salt ramen served at soba noodle shops. Yoshida Shiten, Yoshida branch. Originally a soba noodle shop, Yoshida is popular not only for soba noodles but also for katsudon, pork cutlet bowl, and katsu curry, pork cutlet curry. But what we want you to try here is the ramen. You can enjoy old-fashioned Hakodate salt ramen. By the way, salt ramen is simply written as ramen. This shows that for Hakodate residents, the word ramen used to mean salt ramen. This restaurant is steeped in history. Marunami Akagawa branch. This is another popular soba noodle restaurant. The simple salt ramen here has a deep flavor and is highly recommended. You can tell that this is the kind of ramen that has been loved by Hakodate residents for a long time. Both of the soba ramen restaurants introduced here are not for tourists but for locals. They are not for tourists, but for locals, and although they are good places to eat, they do not have English menus, and English is probably not spoken here. We recommend them only for those who want to experience Hakodate more deeply. Hamburger Lucky Pierrot. There is a hamburger restaurant that you must try when you visit Hakodate. That is Lucky Pierrot. They named it Lucky Pierrot because they want their customers to feel as excited as if they were in a circus. Lucky Pierrot is a local hamburger shop that opens only in the Hakodate area, but it is extremely popular. Each store has a different decorating theme and menu items that are offered only at that store, making each visit to the store an exciting experience, just like a circus. The hamburger curry and the hearty omelette rice are also very tasty and popular. If you have a chance, you should try not only hamburgers but also other menu items. Standard, the most popular Chinese chicken hamburger. It is one of the most popular menu items at this restaurant. Instead of beef patties, sweet and sour fried chicken is sandwiched between buns. It is unique in that it uses fried chicken, a favorite of Japanese people, and gives it a Chinese flavor. This is a very tasty menu item that both Japanese and foreign tourists should try. Secret spot. Lucky Pierrot Hitomi store. Lucky Pierrot offers unique menus at each of its restaurants. The Hitomi branch offers a full Chinese menu including ramen, fried noodles with starchy sauce, and fried rice. The ramen is salt ramen, but it is not the Hakodate-style salt ramen with clear broth, but rather a strong white soup. Ichiro Oh, the founder of Lucky Pierrot, also ran a popular Chinese restaurant called Silk Road. It was a stylish restaurant that had the atmosphere of a cafe bar where Chinese food was served, rather than a Chinese restaurant. The Vietnamese ramen noodles served there were also popular and exquisite, but this is a long story that will have to wait for another time. I especially recommend the pancake fried noodles, which is served only at the Hitomi branch and a few other restaurants. The Chinese restaurant Silk Road used to be in business before Lucky Pierrot. The Chinese menu at the Hitomi branch, which is strongly based on the restaurant's reputation for flavor, is all highly finished and delicious. The restaurant is located far from the station, so it may be considered a very good place to eat. So, this is my introduction to the charming city of Hakodate. While the regular spots are great, we also took a look at some of the more off-the-beaten-path spots and unusual menus that only locals would know about. We hope this will be helpful for those who are not satisfied with ordinary sightseeing and want to explore more in-depth spots. Thank you for watching, bye-bye.